So on the Women We Love segment today, we have an entrepreneur, economist, and power sector specialist. She has a history of running companies in Nigeria, mainly ORÍKİ, an agro-beauty farm to skin brand that utilizes the best and effective natural ingredients and skin secrets from the richest resource continent in the world, Africa. Welcome with us, Joyce Awosika.
Hello, guys. Nice to be here.
You are pretty.
Thank
so when I
you.
saw your CV, I was expecting someone in like
60s.
fourth floor, ending of fourth floor
Wow.
to fifth floor and sixth floor. You're quite young and you have run a lot of companies. So help us with the highs and lows for you. Why did you decide to get into entrepreneurship, and what are some of the challenges you faced so far?
Thank you so much, ladies. It's a pleasure to be here today. Well, for me, entrepreneurship is one of the greatest ways to make an impact. You know, I've been opportune to work in a career. I've been opportune to work in the government, and I've also been opportune to build a business. And to me, there's no greater way than making an impact. I'm making an impact on so many levels, you know. If we talk about the company that I run now, ORÍKİ, the people that we're employing, first and foremost, the opportunities we're giving them, right, to be able to grow, build careers, to be able to get skill acquisition. And then on top of that, the farmers we work with when it comes to sourcing our natural ingredients for the products, and then just the ability to put Africa on the map as well, right? So we're building a brand that will spread its tentacles and be able to show that it's proudly Nigerian in other parts of the world. I can't really think of a better opportunity to make impact. So that's...
You know, someone listening to you, you obviously have a non-Nigerian accent. And usually a lot of Nigerians, young people, just want to leave Nigeria and go to America or Europe because they feel that's where you make it. But you, to have your accent means you must have grown up there, spent time there, and yet you decided to come to Nigeria and run a business in spite of all that we hear, all the negative stories we hear about, you know, young people running businesses or even getting jobs. Why did you make that move?
You know, for me, it's pretty simple. I was born and raised in the U.S., and I always had a passion for Nigeria. My parents will tell you they don't know where it came from, but I consider it to be just divine, right? I had this passion, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm a problem solver. Where can I make more impact? Where can I add more value? And it's one thing to be working in an industry or an organization where you just feel like you're another number. It's another thing to be able to look on the other side and say, how can the work that I do be meaningful? How can I contribute in a lasting way? So I moved to Nigeria, and I never turned back. It became my love in so many different ways, right? It became a place. And I love that question you asked, because people ask me that all the time. They say, why would you come here when we're all trying to go there? You know, I no longer try to convince people to stay or to, you know, because everyone has their own path. But I will say this. What will posterity judge me for in the future? What will legacy say about me? And I want them to be able to say, she came here to her land, where she's from. She built something.
She saw and she conquered.
She saw, she conquered. I put that in a quote recently in an interview I had. She saw, she conquered, and she was able to leave a lasting legacy. Let them say that one of the best companies in Africa came out of Nigeria. Let them say that she has products that are sourced around the world from Nigeria. That to me is more than living in the U.S. and working in a company that I'll just be another number.
So I'm listening to you and I'm thinking you want to build, you have a dream to build ORÍKİ or maybe any other business that you have to, you know, to outlive you.
Yes.
But that's not the average Nigerian. We all survive you. So
We need to shop you.
So we need to shop. It's belle first, belle worry, I call that idea. But what exactly would you say gives you a security that, you know, that makes you think, let me not worry about all of this now. Let me worry about what will outlive me.
You know, it's for me, it's my faith. Let me not lie. We're all fighting every day. We know that here. In 2020, I kept talking about how do we thrive and not just survive in this country. I don't think our topics today is supposed to talk about the government, so I won't get into how we all know we're fighting and we've all created our own security and government for ourselves. But for me, it's my faith, right? I believe in something greater. I know that what my faith tells me is that God clothes the sparrows. He feeds the birds, So if he does that, how much more me, a human that he took so much time to create, you know, and even as a woman, he took even extra time to create me. Do you understand? Women we love, right? It's an extra work. So I'm not gonna worry so much about that. And let me not downplay it. Yes, I have I have 2 children. I have my daily fears and things that I think about, and I sometimes wonder if I should just be kind of pitching my tent. But no, I'm focused. I'm very, very focused, and I know that it's those who take the greater risk that will get the greater reward.
Sister, you know, when it comes to entrepreneurship, we hear you people, you sound so motivational, and all of us, we now put our head. When we get there, we realize that, to run a business in Nigeria, you need to have 2 heads, 4 double legs, and everything has to just be double, because you will face the challenges with the systems, the policies, the inflation. And I asked you initially, what are some of the challenges you have faced running a business in Nigeria? Please help us, so that when we are getting into this sort of thing, we understand that the tough times will come, but perseverance will keep us here.
First of all, I think that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So first and foremost, even though we live in a country that anything can happen, that plan is critical. What's your strategy? What is your long-term strategy? Last year, nobody would have realized that in March we would wake up and hear there's a global pandemic and airports are shutting down. However, before then, I had a plan. I know there will be a time where people may not want to just come into our locations for services. You may want to go out there to people. So I'd already trained and prepared the team, right, for those type of things. So for me, it's all about planning. For me, it's all about planning ahead and also doing what you call market risk, security risk, competitive risk. So someone comes in
taking care of all the risks.
All the risks.
Wow.
You should have a document for it. All the risks. If you don't do it, then you're not in business, to be honest.
Let's take a breather now. When we come back, the conversation continues. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. Miriam had a question?
Yes. So there's, of course, when you're reading about you, there's something you say about helping small and medium enterprises to scale up. What does that involve in Nigeria? Because a lot of Nigerian businesses are really at a subsistent level. You know, we're just struggling day to day to see how it, just feeds us for the day. But how do we scale up? What are also the opportunities in Nigeria that maybe Nigerians are not aware of, that they can take advantage of?
Fantastic question, man. I love the Nigerian spirit. We're so relentless. Nigerians are so determined, and everybody wants to have a business. Even those of us working in careers, we usually have a side hustle or a business we're doing. But what I consistently see is the passion, but not the structure. So in order for you to run a successful business, you need to create a structure that would basically allow the business to be sustainable, and that is where my passion comes in. Besides ORÍKİ, I run a consultancy that helps SMEs and small business owners to put structures in place. Now, what does that mean? Everybody talks structure, but it's systems, it's processes. It involves the right people and the right structures. How are you able to be free, for example, as an entrepreneur from the office and not be so focused on operations? Let's say you have a big opportunity, you want to grow, you want to scale, but you're so tied in the day-to-day because your team just doesn't, they don't know what they're doing.
You do everything yourself.
How do you fix that they don't know what they're doing? There's ways. It's SOPs, it's structural documents, it's creating key performance indicators. And I've seen how it's revolutionized my business. I'm not even involved in operations. With all the locations we have, I'm not even there, and that's because of what we put in place. So I find that to be, and you ask, how can people tap into it? One of the ways, and I really hope to see this take more prevalence in Nigeria, is through franchising. So many of us you see a business like a fashion business that has done so well, and you want to do Me Too. Or you see a skincare business or a spa, and you want to just do the business as well, but you don't know the execution. Why don't you go to a franchise that has already documented? They've documented the execution from A to Z. They've created every manual you need to survive and thrive. But guess what? We don't see it prevalent in Nigeria.
But we
probably
know
can name one or two.
If you have the name, I can have my own name now. If you
we're all the head.
why can't I give name?
That's the
I
problem.
can cook better than your lobby.
That's the problem. Those are the challenges we face. But everybody is, I mean, we're all kings, we're all heads, but not everybody is going to do the work to create a winning business. You can tap into it. We also
So you're
learn
talking
to
collaboration here.
Yes, franchising is a part. Partnerships is a part. Collaborating is a part of franchising, right? Right.
It's not like you're stealing somebody's idea.
No.
Yeah, because some people won't give you that franchise free.
Yeah, that's
Some people make it seem like you want to come and steal all the work.
They don't understand.
They don't understand
It has to make sense, right, for both parties. You want to grow my business. You want to open a location in a place that I can't go to. And I've done all the documentation for you. Why won't I give it to you? After I vetted you, though. After I know that you have the qualities it takes, that you're in this legal document side, money is paid. Why won't I give you?
So if a business wants help, how expensive? You know, when you're starting this business, you're gathering all the little funds. It's not like we go to a bank and get a loan. You know, we help, our friends help us, our partners help us, and we're gathering. And when you talk about consultancy, it seems like, I can't even afford to pay that for now. How affordable is it for a business to come to you that you can help them? How affordable?
It's extremely affordable. It's my passion to see businesses win. And for me, I even took it a step further. You can come and speak to me and work with me directly, but we've also created every template you need for a token price. So you can actually say, okay, I may not be able to sit in for the one-on-one consultancy, do the company audit, but I'll get these 3 templates at a token price, you know?
That you can study on your own.
Yes, and then you use the templates in your company, empower your team members, and you make it work.
Awesome.
So me, I want to
Thank
get
you
a
so
franchise
much.
with ORÍKİ.
Okay.
You
want to do
I
that?
love it. Let's talk after this.
That will make 2 of us.
Thank you.
yay,
Thank
2
you
people.
for being on the show with us. We totally enjoyed the conversation. I wish we could keep you
talk
for
more.
a longer time. But you say you have
2 kids. We need to talk about your skin,
your skin, your
Let's just steal
sister.
her.
Yes. Sister.
Let's steal her.
Let's steal her.
Yes, okay.
All right. That's all we
Thank
can
you so
take
much.
on this segment. We've been talking to Joyce Awosika.